Hello guys, I'm Mukris Mansor of Mukris Trading, and would like to welcome you into my trading channel. Mukris Trading is all about Wall Street market today, and today I'm going to cover on the Wall Street market today for the 22nd of June and 2021. Now, without further ado, we go into the main index. As we can see that Nasdaq last night, sorry, this is the main stocks. The Nasdaq is breaking the critical area of 14,200 area. It's now closing above it at 14,253 area. It's closing about, gaining about 111 points last night. And what we can see from the other major index in Wall Street, such as Dow Jones and the S&P 500, we can see that as the Dow Jones Industrial Average, it's making a rotation from the critical support area of 33,200 and moving to retest the 50-day moving average. And hopefully that with the current strength that it has, even though the volume is not there yet, but hopefully if it has enough strength to break the 50-day moving average around here with enough volume, it can go towards the previous peak of 34,800. And the same thing with the S&P 500. Okay, all the characteristics are almost the same, with the exception of Nasdaq is making the 52-week high. With the S&P 500 is moving to retest the previous peak of around the 4,200, 4,300 area. And hopefully it can close above the 4,000. Yeah, previously it was about around 4,000, nearly the 4,300 area. So overall, as you can see, what is happening actually for the past few weeks, you may say about past few weeks, what's happening to the correction that's on the main index, across the main index, the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and a little bit on the Nasdaq, is a normal correction. And there is a profit taking going on because previously last week, it's one thing that spur the activity of corrective price action is because Federal Reserve is going to make a statement and going to announce something on the market, whereby it has announced to us that it's going to have, or planning to increase the interest rate by 2023. And on top of that, of course, futures market and option market, futures and option contract was expiring last Friday. And this is not last Friday, I think the previous Friday. So this again influence the market the market movement of last few weeks or last few days. And what's more interesting is that with the S&P 500, based on the report provided by Earning Insight by FactSet on 17 June of 2021, the S&P 500 earnings, what it means that the S&P 500 companies earnings, the overall S&P 500 companies earnings, is going to increase, projected or estimated to increase from $190 to $220 by 2022. And this has made some analysts in the Wall Street to have a trajectory for the S&P 500 to move towards the 5,000 area. So what this means is that there is a good opportunity for a bullish move for this year and next year. But of course, all these things will highly dependent on the market sentiment and the market catalyst over time. So this thing we need to observe from time to time. Okay. Now, with the Nasdaq is now breaking the 14,200, we can see that several stocks within the technology sector or sectors that is related to the technology is making the move and gaining momentum as well. One particular stock is Microsoft. Once the Nasdaq is making the move towards the breaking the 14,200 area, is now breaking its previous peak. As you can see, as a rule of thumb, as I mentioned before, whenever the index is breaking a major resistance area, the other stocks within the sector that's related to technology will also make a similar move. But of course, not all stocks within the technology sector is making such a move like Microsoft. We can see that Apple is trying to break the near-term resistance. But what we can see from here is that it's making a new basis at the moment. And what's more interesting with Apple, this is the kind of price structure that we want to have after it's making a big move, a bullish move last year after the pandemic's happening. And of course, Apple and most of the technology stock is the market leaders at that time. It's making some corrections, just making some break, taking a breather before it's making a new move. But what's interesting is that this is the kind of price structure that I would like to see, I love to see, is it's making a high low, okay, a high or lower high, okay, it's making a lower high. So this is the kind of structure that we want with the good fundamental companies, okay. And at the moment we want, and at the same time we want to see the price structure on the technical analysis is making such a progress whereby the low is getting higher and higher. So it's what it calls a low high. And what we want to see now, the Nasdaq is making the break of the critical or the major resistance area of 14,200. We want to see if Apple is able to break the near-term resistance here, and of course the all-time resistance will be around here. So if it's able to break this area and then this resistance area, then there is a possibility, there is a potential that Apple may fly much higher than that. And apart from Apple, we can see as well from AMD after it's making a good move, a big bullish move last year. Okay, last year is somewhere here. Okay, it's making a break, taking a breather as well. And then we can see that there's a big consolidation area around the $99 area and the $73 area. And at the moment, it's making a base and a good strong support around here because the price keep on revisiting, then bouncing, revisiting and bouncing, revisit and bouncing, revisit and bouncing from the $73 area. Now we want to see if it is able to break the $89 area and towards the $100 area just above it. So we would like to see what's the development in the semiconductor sector. Okay, and another good move that's being made earlier than what Nasdaq is doing is Danaher. Danaher is a company within the medical sector, and it is related to the technology as well, because within the medical sector there is a company that's more inclined towards technology in the development or research, and Danaher is one of them, and it's making a day earlier breaking the previous move than Nasdaq, because Nasdaq only make the break of the 14,200 area last night, 22nd of June, but here we can see that Danaher is making such a move earlier, that is earlier, that's on Monday, okay, on the 21st of June. Okay, whatever I'm sharing just now, just for educational purposes, is not a buy call, and I'm not a licensed investment advisor. So you need to seek for investment advice, or consult with your investment and from your investment advisor, a licensed financial advisor or consultant before you make such purchases. Because as you all know, and we know, generally know, stock market is a risky business. It has a risk, so you need to understand the risk associated with it. Okay, overall, market is still on upturn, is still on positive. Nothing too much to worry. And with the analysis now projecting the trajectory for the movement of the S&P 500 towards the 5,000 area, it's a good time for you to analyze the market, select a proper stocks. Much importantly, what I would like to do is to select stocks that has a strong fundamentals and making a good basis, and then is near the buying point or near the resistant area or yes, near the resistant area. That is the kind of stocks that I would like to have. Of course, as I said earlier, select the stock with a strong fundamental that will potentially move your portfolio towards profitability. Okay, until then, make sure before ending this video, before you finish watching this video, please subscribe and share this video. I'm Chris Mangsor, signing out now, and we'll see you again in the next time. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.